Brett Graves, right-handed pitcher, University of Missouri. You know, he came to us and he was a starter as a freshman, drafted out of high school, and he came to us in 2012 in a relief role. He was very good, but you know, he didn't make that next jump until the following summer when he went back to Missouri, had a good year in his sophomore year, then he came back with us. He had that confidence that he made that jump, that it was necessary for him to be a starter in the SEC, and it translated here in Newport. He was our guy, he was our ace. He was so good that summer, bumped his fastball up in the mid-90s, great slider, just knew how to pitch, great mechanics as well. Brett was a very sound pitcher, and that summer he was so good. He was so good. I think he was the best pitcher in the NECBL that summer in 2013.
NECBL All-Star, NECBL champion with us. 2 strong years with Brett. First year came in as a reliever. Second year started for us. Outstanding in the playoffs. Classy young man. Very pleasant to be around. Great on the field, great off the field, great with his host family. We really enjoyed having Brett with us for 2 years. It was quite a pleasure, and he did well, made it to AAA, made it to the big leagues, and really worked hard to get there, and we're very proud of Brett and what he did for the Gulls.
Brett is a very talented pitcher, and he knew how to get better every time he had the chance. He loved the game, he was very humble, he was a great teammate, he was extremely coachable, and stepped up whenever we needed him.
Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called right down the middle. For a quick 7th inning. 1-2 fastball. Strike 3 called in the outside corner. 2-2 swung on and missed. Strike 3. Brett Graves strikes out the side in order here in the 7th.
One thing about Brett that I vividly remember was that every time he did bullpen work and every time he did side work, he put himself into the game as if he was pitching in a game. He would visualize hitters, he would pitch from the stretch, he would pitch behind in the count, he would pitch to right-handed hitters, left-handed hitters. So as a result, his bullpen work made him more than prepared for his next appearance. Another thing that I remember about Brett is that he instilled fear in hitters because he had such a great fastball, but he went inside so well that he owned that outside corner and could punch people out on both sides of the plate. After having a successful career at the University of Missouri, Brett was drafted and had the opportunity to live his dream and pitch in the major leagues. Brett, I congratulate you on your induction into the Gulls Hall of Fame. I wish you all the best, and I do hope that I do get a chance to talk to you and maybe see you sometime in the near future. Take care.
So in 2012, the Newport Gulls end up winning the NECBL championship, and one of the main reasons why was Brett Graves' performance in Game 1 of the championship series against the Danbury Westerners, where Game 1, that's always the toughest one. When you hand the ball to your starting pitcher, you know, there's a lot of nerves. It's a big spot. There's 3,000 people in the stands. It's been a long summer. You're probably thinking about going home. But what Brett did in that situation was he stepped up and he went out there and dominated against Danbury and set the tone for that series in which the Gulls went on to win a championship.
You know, Brett was a downhill pitcher that could get on top of the ball and had one of the better arms that I'd ever caught. Very accurate, could hit a spot at any point. He'd always working to get better, you know, open to advice he got from us or the pitching coach, and was a leader of the staff and the team. I remember I think we were playing up in Vermont, and actually it was Vermont or Maine, and I was feeling good, my arm feeling good, throwing, long tossing with him. Probably fully extended as far as I could throw the ball. And I remember Brett just kind of from the pitching stance just threw it about 20 feet over my head, and I was like, I'm done. He had that kind of arm, and you know, again, was a leader of the team, of the staff, and you know, main reason we were as good as we were as well. So congratulations, Brett. Haven't spoken to Brett in quite a few years now. Hope he and his family's doing well.
So when Brett Graves came back in 2013 as our starting pitcher, I believe he was undefeated, but the game that he really jumped out was that first playoff game in the championship series in Newport against the Keene Swamp Bats. We had just won the championship the year before, and he pitches game 1 of the championship, and he just shuts them out. He was so good that night. I thought to myself, this team has a chance to win a back-to-back championship. And that was because Brett Graves' first game was just so outstanding.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts to start Brett Graves' outing. And there are 2 down here in the first.
Stands out about Brett Graves is his host family loved him. He was an outstanding kid. Every time he came to the field, you knew the kid was a class act. And we're very honored today to induct Brett Graves, former Major League Baseball pitcher, into our Hall of Fame.